What a crazy weekend in college football. High-scoring games. Dogs are the new number one. Red River Showdown turned into a Sooner Classic. A jumbo win for Jimbo and much more. Meantime, NFL, giant problems in New York. The Bengals are kicking themselves. Chargers, Browns finished with an offensive explosion. Cardinals are still unbeaten. Brady and the Bucks roll, and Chiefs and Bills, they go through an air show with a little bit of a lightning thrown in. Hello, everybody, and welcome to the big show. I'm Jim Ginocchio, former sportscaster with Turner Broadcasting at NBC in Atlanta. Joining me from Los Angeles, Hollywood producer and one of the leading fantasy sports experts in the business, Ross the Boss. Howdy doody, Ross.
Hi, everybody. I'm Ross the Boss, and I'm going to talk Superdraft Pro with you, Cowboy Kevin Blake Weldon.
And he is a cowboy. He's a cowboy fan, a country music
Speaking
singer.
of Cowboys, I didn't hear any Jim Ginocchio talk about any Dallas Cowboy in that intro.
Is that right?
And they are 4-1. First time they've been that since 2016. Dak Prescott, Zeke Elliott, CeeDee Lamb still lighting up the big show. And big problems in New York. You aren't kidding. Listen, just because they play against my team, I hate to see anybody get hurt. I really do. I really hate to see anybody get hurt. And that was an absolute slaughter fest with top-notch offensive players going down for New York Giants. Man, I don't know, man.
So, by the way, folks, if you haven't been able to tell by now, he is a Cowboy fan. He's also a country music singer, an entrepreneur, and the number one coach in Superdraft. So, Kevin, hey, good to have you on, Kev.
I'm just glad to be here. Listen, you and Ross, you guys know how to have fun over here, and that's what life is all about for me. I love having fun. You know, somebody said the other day that life's not all fun and games. And I'm like, I beg to differ. Come hang out with Ross the Boss, Jim Ginocchio, and Superdraft. Life is all fun and games.
Oh, it's going to be fun. And talking about the Giants, we didn't finish that up. Barkley's gone. Jones is gone. Stanton. All the wide receivers are gone except one guy, Tony, who was thrown out of the game yesterday. So what are the chances of them beating the Cowboys yesterday? Zero.
Yeah.
Zero chance to win that game. The Cowboys won 4 in a row. They're for real this year. I want the Cowboys to be. I think when the Cowboys are winning, America is good. I think things are good out there.
I hear you.
I think we can. I think things things will change and we'll be in great shape, which is going right now. And I love when the Cowboys win. I really do.
I got a few people that want to fight you right now, Ross the Boss. I'm not one of them. Listen, I think everything is much better when the Cowboys are 1-2. I do. I think the world is just a better place. The food tastes better. The drinks are sweeter. Hey, it's even warm outside here in Canada. Not really. It snowed yesterday.
I saw your video, Weldon, and you know what? It was like raining or snowing what I saw. So don't pretend.
Snowing. Yeah, it was snowing.
No, don't pretend it's nice and warm in Calgary, Alberta. It's not.
Hey, listen, when the Cowboys win,
I live
it's
in
nice
Los
and
Angeles,
toasty.
it was 85
No matter what's
degrees
going on
yesterday, so
outside, boy, I got this warm, fuzzy feeling all over when the Cowboys are winning. I don't care how
he's got the fire burning with the Cowboy victory. That's for sure. I'll tell you what, guys, crazy. Hey, we got NFL fantasy picks for you guys watching at home. Meantime, let's talk a little bit about college football, guys. I mean, Aggies upset the Crimson Tide. Jimbo Fisher becomes the first former assistant coach of Nick Saban to beat his ex-boss. Saban now 24-1 against his former coaches. Hey, guys, any problems in Tuscaloosa right now?
I believe there's a lot of problems going on. A lot of egos are kind of swollen right now, as we all know. I loved when Alabama lost, and also it was an unbelievable night. Alabama lost. Then I watched one of the best boxing fights I've seen in years. I don't know if you guys caught it, but I mean, I saw Fury just beat Wilder up, but both guys were knocked out in the fight. I don't know if you guys caught it, but it was one of my favorite fights in years. But having Bama lose, great boxing fight. I had a big party over here. It was unbelievable. And one of my friends played for A&M, who was at my house and used to play for the Raiders also, and for Cardinals also. It was a great night. But again, what I have to say to you guys is Saturday football was unbelievable.
Oh yeah. It was totally off the charts. Kev, just quickly on Alabama, your thoughts?
I couldn't believe it. I mean, I absolutely could not believe that Alabama got beat by A&M. A&M must be the real deal too. You know, my dad was part of the Texas A&M University system. I actually taught some courses there. He was in the forestry industry. So my dad's always been at A&M and Duke, you know, because he got his master's at Duke. But I couldn't believe what happened. I really didn't think that we would see Alabama lose this year. I didn't. But we did.
Yeah, we did. Hey, Georgia looks good. They're the new number one. Defense has only given up, guys, 2 touchdowns in their first 6 games. Dogs trounced the Tigers. Next week, the Dogs take on unbeaten Kentucky. Could this be the year, guys, for UGA?
I think if their quarterback, I know their second string quarterback's playing right now, Bennett.
Bennett.
And
yep.
he's good. He's good. He's not as good as their first string guy. But I think if he comes back, I think Georgia's going to be a very tough team to beat. I think you're right. And I still think it can come down to Georgia and Alabama in the championship game, but we'll see what happens.
Yeah, well, it's going to be for SEC championship first, then the national championship. Yeah, I totally agree with you. Oklahoma true freshman quarterback Caleb Williams led the Sooners to the biggest comeback ever in the Red River Showdown, beating the Longhorns. What a scene at the Cotton Bowl, guys, as the Sooners took the golden cowboy hat.
I watched that. They benched Rattler, their Heisman hopeful. I mean, they benched this guy. They brought the rookie in who hasn't played football in 2 years because of COVID. And he came in, and the first play he did is like a 60-yard rush for a touchdown. And then they just gave him the reins, and he just took over.
And I had Rattler as one of my players.
Of course,
I
did too. I did too. I did too.
We got freaking snake bit by that Rattler.
Yeah, we did, didn't we? I took him also.
We all took him, especially against Texas, whose defense is suspect. But again, this Williams kid is for real. I like this guy. I can't wait to take him next week.
Oh, yeah. Hey, listen, great game in Iowa City. Third-ranked Hawkeyes defeated Penn State, who was ranked 4th. Other big winners, Ohio State, Michigan, and Michigan State. So the new top 10 still has 6 undefeated teams, which include number 1 through 4, Georgia, Iowa, Cincinnati, and Oklahoma. 8th-ranked Michigan and number 10, Michigan State. What do you think of those guys?
Wow. Big Ten.
Yeah.
I mean, to not hear Alabama in that first top 4, that something's off.
That's because they fell to number 5. Wow. Yeah,
that's
crazy.
5,
and
I love
that teams. I love the new teams. Oh, these Big Ten teams are not going to stay undefeated. They're going to have to play each other eventually, and you'll see some of them falling off the top 10. Yeah. But I did enjoy the Iowa game. They beat Penn State. That was unbelievable. Ohio State's quarterback went off. Stroud, he was unbelievable. I mean, there was some great football on Saturday. I really enjoyed it.
Yep, absolutely. There was also some great football on Sunday. We already talked about the Giants game. Meantime, Aaron Rodgers moved to 5th all-time in TD passes with 422. He beat Phillip Rivers. Yeah. Mason Crosby, he was the day, right? Hit his first 3 field goals against the Bengals, then missed his next 3, and then finally in overtime, he kicks a 49-yarder.
Yeah,
what a crazy game in Cincinnati.
I don't rub it in. McPherson, their rookie kicker, missed a bunch of field goals.
I've never seen anything like that before. Seriously, guys.
It was like a comedy show. And the weather condition was good. It wasn't snowing, it wasn't raining.
Yeah.
It was sunny, no wind. I don't know what was going on.
What the heck? You know? Where's Lombardi right now? What the? What is going on around here? Yeah, that's exactly right. Hey, Browns defense was a no-show in the 4th quarter against the Chargers. LA scored TDs on their final 4 drives.
What was that again, Jim?
Yeah, right. That's all, folks. 47-42 the final. Brady and the Bucs roll over the Dolphins. Cards still only unbeaten team in the National Football League. And guys, after last night's Bills-Chiefs game, I'm a believer. I think there's a changing of the guard in the AFC.
I love how the Chiefs lost. I love how they're in last place. I love how they were trying, like when they won their first Super Bowl, they were saying, "Oh, we're going to be a dynasty. We're going 5 Super Bowls in a row." Yeah, sure you are, Rick Holmes. You're not going to win anything this year. You're not going to even be in the playoffs. Wow. So, Kansas City, bye-bye. In the AFC, they're not going to be in the playoffs this year. I said that beginning of the year, and I'll still stand by it.
Yeah. So before we go into tonight's pick with Ravens and Colts, I got to bring up something that I covered personally as a sportscaster up in Baltimore back in 1984. I can see the Mayflower trucks pulling out right now out of Maryland with the snowstorm at 2 a.m, and the Colts are moving because Bob Irsay says, "Let's go to Indianapolis. We're done with this deal in Baltimore." And so now the Colts are in Indianapolis and the Ravens play host tonight in Monday Night Football. That's going to be a game, guys.
It should be good. I mean, Baltimore's defense isn't better than Indianapolis. We always think, oh, Baltimore is a great defense. They're like 16, 17 in the league. Indy's top 10 in the league in defense.
Yeah.
So, and the weather tonight, listen to this, Mr. Alberta, 67 degrees, no rain, no clouds, 0 wind. It's going to be a perfect game for you know who to kick field goals. My boy Tucker is going to have a lot of field goals tonight. And that's what we're going to talk about very soon.
Yeah, we'll be talking about that.
That's funny that you said that, because I just put my lineups in and I had Justin Tucker in my lineup.
I think you should keep him in there, Kev.
As soon as I get the green light, I can give my predictions and who you should do. I will tell you what the plan is tonight, guys. I'm excited.
I love Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar Jackson. Lamar Jackson. I love Lamar.
Yeah, we'll talk about Lamar. I know something you really love though, Kev, and that's Superdraft. Thanks to Caesars Entertainment, those two have come together to create an incredible app. All 50 states can play. Draft your way. I love that. Choose the players you want without dollar values and salary caps. And even when you lose, you can still win. And you're the top coach in the company. I mean, tell people about this, Kevin. Come on.
Yeah, listen. I mean, this is the future of daily fantasy sports. Fantasy sports is absolutely exploding in popularity. There's over 60 million users alone in North America enjoying daily fantasy sports. And there's millions more every week that are hearing about it, learn about it, curious, and want to know. There's no better way to start daily fantasy than to get involved with Superdraft, because there's several things that I love about Superdraft. One is the fact that we've got subscriptions, which makes it legal in all 50 states. Not all the daily fantasy companies you are legal in all 50 because it's pay to enter, right? Well, with the Superdraft Pro subscription program, you can get a free subscription. I mean, yeah, the money's not there. I mean, you win $10 if you win first place, but it gives you an opportunity to come and play every single day and experience the difference in Superdraft and the other daily fantasies. Yeah. Then you've got a $19.95 subscription. You've got a $50 subscription. And then the most popular, and not because it's $100, but it's $100, but it gives you 120 entries a month for your chance to win, not just a share of 60 grand. But this month, because of the promotions, you get that free $20 entry, that free $10 entry, a $5 entry, and 5 $1 entries. You've got a chance to win your share of over $500,000 in the month of October with a Superdraft Pro Elite subscription. We can get you one of those. You can only get a Superdraft subscription through a coach. And that's what Jim Ginocchio is. That's what Ross the Boss is. That's what I am. Because we want to make money even when we don't win.
That's right.
When you look at Kevin Weldon here, yours truly, there's probably more days that I don't win than I do.
But no way.
Love it.
No.
Well,
no way.
Hey, guys, I've won close to $2,000 in the last 4 months. All right. Now that's cost me about $400. So $400 to win 2,000. I'd do that all day long.
Wait, let me think.
But I can tell you right now, just last month, I had a $5,000 bonus by being a Superdraft promoter, a Superdraft coach. And this is what we love. If you love sports like Ross the Boss, Jim Ginocchio, myself, if you want a way to create a side hustle, then Superdraft Pro, we've got a super elite, what do you call it?
Package.
I'm trying to, what's the word? It's affiliate, a super affiliate. It's a super affiliate program. Yeah. Right. Where you'll get your own link and you can share and you can create your own team of coaches and players that want to make money. Guys, it's amazing. Absolutely,
it is amazing.
Jim,
and you know,
Ross,
I'll give a self. I just became I just did the 100 package when I saw Kevin in person in Vegas last month, and I'm already up $193, and that's a little over a month. And it's fun, but it's a fun way to watch games and to play with all your friends. It's unbelievable. And you know what? This is a company that's on the ground floor. So if you get in now, they're totally the time to do it because
absolutely.
Because a year from now, there's going to be over 1 million people involved in this company, and it's going to be great. But if you start on the ground floor, you're going to be in there. You'll be like,
we're super drafting in round 1 right now, guys.
It really is.
You want to be a first round draft choice? Super draft you in the first round. That's what Ross and Jim are here to do, to super draft you in round 1. Don't wait till round 5. And heaven forbids, don't sit on the sidelines for the rest of your life while everybody else is playing daily fantasy and having fun, making money, and winning. Get super drafted.
Yeah, and if you really don't enjoy what you're doing, you can cancel anytime, guys. It's not like you're married to this. There's no ring on your finger. There's nothing going on like that. This is just fun and it's easy, and you're not going to go broke doing this. Trust me, you're going to win money. It's going to be great. If you listen to Ross the Boss, and I'm going to tell you right now who to take tonight and what to do. you can be a winner just like
That's
Ross
right.
Boss.
So check it out, guys, on the Superdraft
Yep.
subscription link. It's right below the video screen that you're watching us on right now. Pick a package and join Kevin, Ross, and I on this incredible, fun journey with Superdraft. All right, time for the fantasy picks from Monday Night Football. Ross the Boss, go for it.
So I'm going to do something different tonight. I had a dream last night. I sound like Martin Luther King, but I had a dream about this game last night. I felt a lot of field goals. I don't know why. And we're talking about Justin Tucker, probably the best field goal kicker to ever play. I mean, seriously, ever play. He just broke the record recently. His percentage of making field goals is like astronomical. It's the best ever. So I'm going to take him as my champion flex, which means you get 0.5 more. So now his multiplier goes up to 3.3. So you're getting 3.3 times whatever he gets, which is unbelievable.
Oh, yeah.
And I feel this is going to be like a low-scoring field goal game. That's what I feel tonight. I don't know why Ross the Boss feels like that. Then, of course, we take Lamar Jackson. We all love him. He'll be a super flex. Carson Wentz is a super flex. I feel he'll have a pretty good game, too. And then I like this kid, Michael Pittman Jr., USC graduate. He is a 1-point multiplier. I love that for him. He's a long ball threat, and Baltimore's DBs are not that good. So I feel he'll have a big game. Another guy I like, I'm not going with any running backs in my starting lineup. I'm going with Hollywood Brown. Hollywood Brown had a horrible game 2 weeks ago, came back last week. I feel that he'll have a good game, but I just feel the running game tonight is going to be shut down. It's going to be a passing affair. And for some long shots, I love Mo Alley Cox. He sounds like a porn star. Mo Alley Cox. He had 2 touchdowns last week. His multiplier is 2.75. 2.75. So for a long shot, if you have more than one ticket, throw him in the mix. Another guy I like is Mark Andrews, the tight end for Baltimore, 1.8 multiplier. So that's what I'm doing tonight. I'm Ross the Boss, and I love talking Superdraft Pro with you.
I love your Andrews pick. I had Andrews last season in my regular fantasy and did so well. This season, I don't know what's going on. Yeah, Kev, what are you doing?
No, but it's tight end.
It's a field goal, man. It's a field goal. I'm looking for the 50-plussers because Justin Tucker kicks a 50-plus. He gets way more points. And at that multiplier, dude, hey, give me a couple of 52-yarders, Joker, and I'm right there with you on that championship.
How about a 65-yarder? How about him get that tonight?
Hey, 50-plus is the same score as a 65, according to the rules.
How about a 67 and break the record?
68.
Hey. Yeah, that's
how about
right.
the 69? Since we're talking about porn stars out there, Ross.
Whoa.
Oh, now we're getting dangerous.
Guys, tonight's game, my prediction, low scoring. It should be a defensive battle. And I love Justin Tucker tonight. So and that multiplier 3.3.
So got the football. Real quick, guys, I'm going to throw you a curveball. We're talking MLB postseason.
Oh, yeah.
Astros, the boy that in that bottom screen there from Calgary loves the Astros. They lead the White Sox 2-1 in that best of 5. Game 4 has been postponed. We'll find out from MLB. But Kev, man, the Astros looking good, bud.
They do look good, and I'm going to give you guys a pointer if you don't already know this. His name is Kyle Tucker. Kyle Tucker.
I picked him last week.
Oh, last night, Joker had a double, a home run, like 3 RBI, scored a couple runs. We're talking a major fantasy points.
And his multiplier, Kevin's like 1.8 or 1.9.
Yes,
it's like,
exactly.
He's a steal.
I mean, headquarters
I don't know
messed up
because
on him.
every single time that Joker
I'm not
plays,
disagreeing, and it's a huge mess up. I talked about it last week when you were on vacation in Hawaii, but I mean, it was unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like, it was just unbelievable what he does in his multiplier. And also Wando Franco of Tampa Bay, I love also. I mean, another multiplier of 1.9, but you know, headquarters makes mistakes and we take advantage of it here.
Absolutely. And I'm glad
that's why you want to tune in, because you're going to get those little nuggets, those little tidbits. Yep. One of these days that may catch up, but right now, as long as I see listen, Kyle Tucker's numbers could be 1.3 and I'd still take the guy because he is freaking crushing it.
Yep, that's ALDS that was scheduled for today. NLDS, which is just underway right down the street from me here in Atlanta. Brewers and Braves, that series tied at 1 apiece. Peralta and Anderson on the hill today for these guys. Should be a great game tonight. Rays and Red Sox in Game 4 from Fenway Park. Boston leads the series 2-1. McHugh against Rodriguez, and then I'm looking forward to this one tonight. Dodgers Giants series tied at 1. Wood versus Scherzer. Ross the Boss, you got to have something to say about that one.
I mean, Wood, both pitchers have been pitching great. I mean, Wood for San Francisco and Scherzer is unbelievable for the Dodgers. San Francisco didn't win 107 games for nothing. So don't count them out. Yeah. Everybody says the Dodgers. I don't count them in quite yet. And Max Muncy, their best hitter, who led them in home runs and RBIs, he's out. So we'll see what happens.
Yep. I think the Turner boys are going to have some fun tonight. All right, guys, you can catch our fantasy sports show, Superdraft Daily Picks, Mondays at 1 p.m. Eastern live. That's 10 a.m. Pacific time. Our special weekend edition of features college football, the National Football League, and much more. That kicks off on Saturday mornings at 10 a.m. Eastern, 7 a.m. Pacific. Tomorrow, we'll update the postseason for Major League Baseball. For us, the boss in Los Angeles. For Kevin Blake Weldon in Alberta, Canada, I'm Jim Ginocchio in Atlanta. See you tomorrow.